everyone, it's Jenny here from the Westport River Watershed Alliance, and I'm excited to talk to you about seaweed today. So seaweed is named for different marine algae that are found in different bodies of water, such as the ocean, river, and lakes. The size of seaweed can range from microscopic all the way up to 100 feet tall. And there's also different types of colors of seaweed. So we have the green seaweed that's found closest to the surface. We have the brown seaweed that's found a little deeper, and we have the red seaweed that's found farthest from the surface. Seaweed can convert light energy into food, which is a process called photosynthesis. Although they create their own food like a plant, they are not a plant. So seaweed lacks roots and instead absorbs nutrients and water through their pores instead of having a complex root system. They are also able to reproduce in different ways. One way is by cloning themselves, and then another way is by sending out a spore that connects to a rock and then it begins growing. Seaweed provides food, protection, and life for many critters. Not only critters, but humans. Humans use seaweed for medicinal purposes, foods, and different cosmetics. So seaweed is essential to the cycle of life within these bodies of water. Although seaweed is essential, they can also be quite dangerous. So seaweed can completely cover a body of water, which will choke out the environment. This will release dangerous toxins to the critters within the environment and to the humans. Seaweed can also be dangerous when non-native species are introduced to the area. So these non-native species can come in on boats and through transportation of aquaculture products. So now that we have an understanding of what seaweed is, let's take a closer look at different types of seaweed found in the local area of Westport. So this is sea lettuce. It's a green algae. It resembles a leaf of a lettuce and also grows in high to intertidal zones in marshes all year, and then there's larger blooms within the summer. It's found free floating and also attached to rocks. High population level of sea lettuce represents high pollution levels. It is an indicator species to monitor pollution trends. Humans use it to make ice cream, other food products, and medicine. This is rockweed. It's a brown algae. It grows on hard surfaces available such as rocks and shells. It grows about 20 to 30 inches long and grows longer where there is less waves because it will have less breakage. It also helps water quality by regulating dissolved gases, and it serves as a food source and good protecting for the critters during low tide. It reproduces by releasing spores for fertilization. It is harvested by humans for packing material, mulch, fertilizer, and it's used in vitamins, cosmetics, and paint. This is a seaweed called green fleece. It's a dark green algae. It's also known as dead man's fingers. It's found in saltwater marshes, open water, tide pools, and rocky shores. It's found in water with higher salinities. It has a spongy texture and can grow up to 3 feet long with branches up to 1/2 inch in diameter. The branches also grow in a Y-shaped form. It attaches to rocks, shellfish, shells, and other hard surfaces. Green fleece can also attach to oyster or scallops, and air bubbles develop during photosynthesis, which cause the plant and mollusk to float above the bottom, which can end up killing the mollusk. This is called Irish moss. It is a reddish-brown seaweed, but when washed ashore, it can turn green or white. It grows to 2 to 6 inches tall and 4 inches wide. It is found in tide pools and lower intertidal zones all year round. Irish moss usually grows in clumps, and it can withstand extremely cold water temperatures and can survive freezing during the winter months. Irish moss is used in food products and is known for its nutritional value. So now we're going to take a look at a couple different types of seaweed underneath the microscope. This right here is the kelp that we found earlier at the beach, and I just want to show you the different parts of the seaweed. So right here it's called the holdfast. It is a set of roots that holds onto the rock or the hard surface that the seaweed wants to attach to. Then we move further on into this area, and that is called the blade. As you can see right here, we have a little limpet who is stuck to the bottom of the rock. This is the rockweed seaweed, and I would just like to point out that there is a male and female both on the same piece of seaweed. The female is right here and the male is right here. The female is way more swollen than the male, and the male is a flat blade. So this is dead man's fingers, or as we know, it can be called green fleece as well. There are a bunch of air bubbles here you can see when we look under the microscope. This algae has to be close to the surface to get lots of sunlight, so that is why it has tons of air bubbles. So I hope you had fun learning about all the different types of seaweed in Westport, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.